This question's from Midair. What would you do if you got kicked off of YouTube and Twitch? Where would you go to be the voice of reason?
Oh, fuck it. I'd hang it up.
Game over?
Yeah, game over. I know everybody's like, go to DTube. Fuck that. Like, honest to God, it reminds me of VidMe. And I have no bones about it. I thought VidMe sucked dick. And that's because VidMe was run by people, and they purposefully picked who they wanted to be on the top page and who got popular. So when a big YouTuber put some stuff on VidMe, they immediately got preferential treatment. If you went on VidMe and you say good things about VidMe, you got preferential treatment. I was probably like the only dude who went there and said, yeah, VidMe sucks. VidMe is just as trash as YouTube, except YouTube has the excuse that it's robots oppressing me. So I can't be mad at like anybody over there. It's not a human giving me the shit. It's an algorithm. I can think my way around the algorithm, but a person who's upset with me because I said, I don't know, mayonnaise packet white girls with ugly colored hair get partnered on Twitch quicker than I can, and I have 100K followers and they only have 4, you know, fuck it. Long story short, if I got kicked, why bother fighting this battle? I mean, it's not like anybody's going to follow me to the other platforms. I'm not PewDiePie. If I get thrown away, people would go, oh, that's too bad. He's gone. He's on DTube. Oh, I don't really want to go through the hassle of typing in DTube. F for respect, rip Gundam. No.
I disagree, though. I think many people would follow.
All right, maybe 10,000.
Just 10%?
If I was lucky.
Next question's from Gang Venom R153. What do you think of Gunpla reviewers like Meccago? Meccagoikotsu, Zaku Aurelius, Builders TV, and Channel 2S?
Meccago or something like that. I can't remember his name. He's okay.
It's great, as well as some fantastic looking clear red in the visor there. And speaking of the visor, you can see that this right here is based on the Jim Sniper Custom. Again, another kit that may not be to everyone's taste. But honestly, I love this. The Master Grade is fantastic. If you've never tried it out, you should.
Zaku Aurelius is okay. Like, most of them are just okay at best.
Any farther up just because of the helmet out to the back, just hitting the backpack. And this particular funnel keeps wanting to fall out. The other ones stay in place fine, they're not falling out, but just this one keeps wanting to fall out anyway.
It's not to be an asshole. The only one that I really watch that I get anything from is Vegeta 582 something or other. You can actually learn something from him.
Yeah. 1:144 scale wing and umbilical water slide set because they haven't made panel line time, and not doing anything really different than what I did on Sinanju. Just using the same thin brush and doing a pin wash.
The other guys, they like get model kits and they have sponsorships from, you know, Gundam supply stores, and they just snap the kit together. They show it to you. They do a little talking, and there's nothing really there. In my opinion, it's very boring. The only person that can review something and make it interesting as far as mobile, like model kits go and toys would be Jobby the Hung. He's that fat Asian guy that I put in my videos on occasion wearing the Batman mask.
Hey, my name is Jobby, and I sound like absolute cancer. Now I gotta apologize for my smoker's voice. No, it's not because I tried to stuff my head in the oven. It's just a simple flu. It'll pass over. Either because I'll get better, or I'll try that oven thing again. Seemed like a pretty good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's at least funny. And he has some talent for music, so I can respect what he does, even if sometimes it's wacky and I get confused by the use of the memes. But everybody else is just kind of like, meh. I don't really have any personal thing against them, but I almost feel like they could do so much more with the kits instead of just snapping them together, showing it, and then fucking off. Like, me personally, I'd probably paint them later and do like another review. Like, this is the kit after it's been snapped together and painted. Here's what I think of the painting process. But that would probably take too much time for them. Maybe. Yeah. Who knows? But if that was like my whole channel, I could probably do that. I mean, I just banged out that Master Grade Gundam in about a week.
Right. Chieftain wants to know if you have any thoughts on pole dancing on Twitch.
It doesn't belong there. I mean, could we just cut this shit finally? For real. I have a lot of issues with pole dancing. and you're now going to listen to them because you tuned in, you poor sap fucks. Pole dancing used to be an art form that you'd only see the hottest strippers do. And then you just sit there and you're like, not only is she hot and naked, she's doing shit and she's so strong. Those thigh muscles, those creamy hamstrings. Now pole dancing is for every bored fucking broad that wants to recapture some of their sexuality. If I had $1 for every chick I knew that did pole dancing classes for about a week or two and didn't do much with it, oh God, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos. And the fact that it's now on Twitch, I lost a clip that Clanky sent us. I thought I recorded it where we watched that white girl pole dancing.
Right.
So shittily, I was offended. I couldn't hit the report button fast enough. And Twitch is like, what's
really
your
bad.
problem? And I'm like, this girl is making pole dancing look like shit. I highly doubt they checked out my complaints.
It was so bad.
It was horrendous. It was utterly disgusting. She looked like a child hanging off of like a pole when you slide down when you're a little kid. She tried to spin and it looked wrong. Then she tried to bend backwards and almost fell. I was just like, this is just garbage. How dare you put this up? One, it shouldn't be on Twitch because it's supposed to be a gaming platform. And two, I don't know, bitch, practice, for God's sakes. Like, fuck. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. And Twitch just lets it happen. And there's still guys thirsty as shit. These cocksuckers must have came out of the Serengeti. Because I saw one guy go, this is good content. I wanted to jump through the screen and bash his head into a wall and make him watch fucking Motley Crue's Girls, Girls, Girls. In like 30 seconds, you'll see a chick that actually knew how to pole dance, for Christ's sakes. Ugh. God.
Oh, man.
This generation sucks. Chicks don't even bother to learn how to pole dance correctly now. That's how lazy broads have become. It's like, I'm a woman. Look at how sexy I am on this pole. Whoops. Uh-oh, this is wrong. Does this look hot to you? Give me money. Oh, my God.
I think Billy
Meanwhile-
needs to pole dance.
Let me get him a pole. If I miss a shot in fucking, like, what was that game we were playing? Insurgency?
Right.
Even by a hair. Everyone wants my dick cut off.
Oh, shit. Heifers 92 asked, from a musician's standpoint, what do you think about the controversy around Dante's theme in Devil May Cry 5?
I haven't even listened to it. I'm not even going to
All
lie
right.
to you. All I saw was like they were going back in the ritual's direction. I said, fine. Very nice. We'll see what it looks like later. And then like Capcom put out this thing like, here, you can have Dante's jacket. It's only $8,000. And I go, fuck you. If I had 8 G's, I'd put that shit on a Ducati V4 Panigale S with a goddamn suspension that acts on its own, and I'd hit a racetrack and feel like I was 10 feet tall, even though I was 3 seconds off the pace.
All right. Joey Scarpia asked if there is any chance you will do another Battlefield 5 video.
Like playing it? Because maybe that's
Could
what he's
be.
going towards. I don't know, because nobody in the clan wants to play. Nobody. Like, Zill is done. Mark is done. Sven is God knows where. Like, I'd play it as a goof with Zill. Because at least I know playing with Zill, he'll do something to piss me off, and it takes my mind off of the game if I don't like it. Much like Fallout. But hell, we've experienced 2 hours long. Even with us at each other's throats, we still had to get off and almost vomited.
That is true.
You know, I have a company that keeps contacting me repeatedly. And they're like, we'll pay you per video to play Fallout 76. And I have yet to reply to say no.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if they've watched any of your videos yet about Fallout 76.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, even if, like, they were just trolling and wanted me to, like, play it and complain about it, I still wouldn't take money to play a game in a video because I felt it's kind of wrong. But on the other hand, it's still just too hard to play.
Let's see. Next question. Shogunate K. What ENB weather mod do you use in Fallout 4?
Oh, mother of Christ. I haven't turned that shit on. I always use Pathos because the mod author is a friend of mine. And I remember when I was doing Fallout mods back before I started paying attention to the gaming industry and became an angry curmudgeon. And he used to say to me, even back when I was just doing mods, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just enjoying mods." He's like, "You're better than this. You're better. Do something else. You're better than these Fallout mod reviews. Trust me." He was right, and I was wrong. I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I guess he saw the rage that I haven't seen yet myself. Kind of like Clark Kent before he realized he was Superman. But the weather mod, I can't, honest to God, remember off the top of my head. It could be Vivid Weathers. But I do have, for those who, because this question comes up all the time, if you want to know what mods I use, all you have to do is go into like my videos and then click the search button and then type like mod list. And you'll find the mod list video that I did most recently on what I use in Fallout, what I use in Witcher, every mod I've ever reviewed. You'll find everything, every answer you need to know. I planned for this day, if it ever came, to make it easier for you and myself.
Bravo. Noble, I know this question has been asked, but maybe not exactly like this. Noble would like to know the best Gundam series for mobile suit design.
That's
Usually
all
it's always, what's your favorite series or what's your favorite suit? What series is the best for mobile suit design, do you think?
That's all personal opinion. You know, it's kind of like going to a racetrack where guys are riding their motorcycles and shit and then going, "What tire do you think is the best?" And then one guy will go, "Oh, Michelin's are great. The Michelin Pilot Pures." And then the other guy comes and goes, "You're a fucking idiot. Pilot Pures are greasy as shit. The Diablo Rossa Corsa 2s." And then some other guy comes in and goes, the Bridgestone S20s, you faggot." And then I would say, "Well, I like the Dunlop Q series because it's a very, very hard carcass." And then they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You can't feel shit." And then I go, "Yeah, I know. Like, you got to have faith in yourself that the bike won't fall. That's half the fun. Every turn is like a dance with death." So as far as mobile suit design, I couldn't honestly tell you because there's so many mobile suits I've loved. I don't really care much for Unicorn Gundam itself, but the designs for like the Xeon suits were pretty fucking legit. But then I
remember looking at some of those.
Oh, they're all sexy as hell as far as robots go. Did you know that the Mobile Suit Gundam is the second most popular sex toy or some shit
What?
in Japan? It's something like this, like some sort of sex toys or sex anime that involve the Gundam, and it's like the second most popular.
In Japan. And the Humanity First Daily has reported that the RX-782 Gundam model is the second most popular sex toy in Japan to dried octopi tentacles.
Oh my, my, my.
Clanky, link me. That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
All right, this next question I think is amazing. Jockamo asked, if you were to start a cult or religion, what would you call it? What would be the main philosophies? Would you get the best of the women? Why would you be remembered?
I've already worked on this cult, and it failed miserably. It was based on the life and times of David Lee Roth. We would worship him as a deity, and I was his chosen fucking disciple. And I would use like quotes from Van Halen songs as parables. And someone goes, "Life is tough, Gundam," and I say, "Well, I get up, and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest around, and I know, baby, just how you feel. You gotta roll, with the punches to get to what's real." Oh my God,
You're
Gundam.
killing me.
That's a good song. Is it?
It is.
And then you get like, I could wear like those big robes, and then when the church starts, like these hot chicks in bikinis run up and they rip the robes off me, and I'm in like that jumpsuit with all the tassels and shit.
Can I hear it from my altar vixens, Hannah and Luya?
Do some spin kicks, spin some swords. Ah, man, it would have been great if the fucking U.S. government recognized my religion. Those cocksuckers. It's a place of worship. Come on, mean streets. There's parables there, for God's sakes. You see, a gun is real easy in these desperate parts of town. Turns you from a hunted into hunter. You must hunt somebody down. Wait a minute now, I said somebody give me a fair warning. I said, Lord! Lord! They struck that poor boy down. And they sit there and go, he's talking about the wars in the streets. Oh, well, what are you going to do? And yes, I get the best chicks if I came up with a religion. It's only fair. Hopefully David Lee Roth wouldn't sue me. And oh yeah, Sammy Hagar would be depicted as the devil. My religion. The Red Rocker, I think it spells enough. He came in and ruined Van Halen. The only thing worse than fucking Sammy Hagar was Gary Sharon.
Oh, dear God. Oh, shit. That's amazing.
See, nobody would think I had anything lined up for that.
But you were ready. Cole McGrath wants to know what is the hardest job you've ever had, and how did you actually survive it?
May the Roth be with you, Cole McGrath. And the hardest job, I'd say working in this really shitty fucking warehouse that was out of date. They were still trying to sell CDs in the age of like MP3s and whatnot. And this company is so dumb that they would like try to sell used CDs at exorbitant prices. And we boxed them up. They go through this machine. I can't even remember how I did that job. That shit was so mind-numbing. I think I lost brain points. See? Look, I already lost some now thinking about it. And sometimes the boxes wouldn't even be open. And they'd ship them out, and then the store would ship them back because nobody wanted these fucking CDs. Nothing was changed to the box, and you know what they did? They put it back in the machine, rip all the plastic off of it, re-plastic it into the machine, and make you sort them again.
No shit.
It was a piece of shit. And it had old people in there, too, like real old people. These motherfuckers were talking about the glory days. The only time I hear glory days is when Bruce Springsteen is involved. One of his worst fucking songs. Point being, they talk about how it used to be good. You know, back in the day, in the 70s, man, Cheap Trick, they had Cheap Trick come in here and play music. I said, well, that was 1970. I don't give a damn. And it's 2000 and God knows what year it was when I was there. Cheap Trick doesn't even want to be Cheap Trick no more. You fucking see them performing. The lead singer's all bald and shit. Mommy's all right. Daddy's all right. And I'm just like, God, he looks like shit. It must be a head trip because he used to be a good looking guy. But anyway, they didn't like me much because sometimes I would, just to be an asshole, remind people of how inferior they were compared to me as far as intelligence went. So like this dude from some crazy ass country. They look like Indian people, but they're not. Fuck, I think they call it Guyanese. I didn't even know it was a thing till I worked there. You think it was a meal at a Thai restaurant. I'll have some Guyanese, please. So the guy was giving me shit about not working fast enough. They almost had us on Amazon shit. They were like, you need to get 70 picks in 30 minutes. Yeah, well, pick my ass, motherfucker. Nobody's buying the best of Bette Midler. You can count on that. All the bitches that wanted this CD are dead or already own it. So one of the Guyanese guys starts complaining to the trashy ass white man who's worked there his whole life that I wasn't fast enough. And I don't know, the guy started giving me some shit. And I said, I want it to be known that I showed great restraint, even though that man accosted me on a level that made me quite bellicose. He has besmirched my character, sir. And then that guy goes, what words you using? Besmirched? And I said, oh, good Lord, have mercy. Well, he done said things made me all up and angry. They didn't like me one bit. I made it clear that I was only there temporarily. Because once again, I was working a shit job to help my worthless ass family that my therapist has helped me realize are full of narcissists and I need to get away from them.
And I agree with your therapist.
Long story short, to fix my little red wagon and my vocabulary that went past, man, come on, nigga, please. They put me on the worst detail in the building. And that's where you have to load 3 18-wheelers at once while this machine just shoots boxes at you. one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. It was endless for 8 hours straight. And inside the fucking truck in the summer, dude, oh God, it's like an oven. They give you some tiny ass fan at the end of the 18-wheeler. The dumbest theory on fucking planet. This fan, the size of like one of those little funny children's pizzas you get at Walmart for your kids, was supposed to cool off an 18-wheeler. Get the fuck out of here, man. Long story short, I was fired. For,
so that's how you survived it.
Yeah, that's how I survived it. They fired me. I was accused of plotting to burn down the place. You know, shit happens. Sometimes life gets a little wild. The thing is, they got the wrong guy. There's this crazy ass old dude who used to work there. He was gone. Like, he wore shoes that were so beaten up that they looked like they could explode at any minute into dust. And he walked like a character from The Walking Dead. So every time he came around the corner, I'd get a little nervous because he looked like he was a zombie. And he'd always scream, "Burn it down the warehouse!" And he would like follow. He had like one of those police radios, right? He had one put in his car. So he could listen to the police radio for fires.
The scanner thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd drive to wherever there was a fire and watch the building burn until the police and the fire department showed up. So when I got pegged for plotting to burn the place down, I decided, you know what, I had it with this shit. I had it with the way they were treating me. The management was real dickish. A lot of, I think the term is nepotism was going on there. But anyway, so when they decided to give me the hammer, I didn't tell them who was the person actually trying to get rid of the place.
Yeah, they should have been
like,
firing backdraft.
I was just like, yep, you got me. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm screwed. My plans are ruined.
Hey, were you able to collect unemployment?
No, I didn't even bother. I didn't want to go through that shit. If you try to collect unemployment from a place that didn't like you, they take you to court. There's this whole rigmarole.
Oh, what
and
assholes.
I'm like, I'm not bothered with this piece of shit. I made more money painting than I did working there.
Oh, that's crazy. This next question is from Brandon. If you had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to boost your career 50-fold in a single day, but it involved playing Fortnite with numerous Twitch thoughts all 24 hours of that day, would you do it?
When the fuck do I sleep?
You don't. For a full 24 hours, you don't.
Just one day.
One day.
Oh, yeah,
Fortnite.
I take it.
Fortnite with Twitch thoughts.
One day, I'm in. Fuck it.
Really?
Why not? I'm going to be rich, right?
You're going to be rich. It's going to boost your career 50-fold.
Look at Ninja. All right. Listen, he might be a nice guy, but he has to be one of the most boring human beings on the fucking planet. I have never seen a man with less character than Ninja. I look at him and I think of a petting zoo because he looks like a goddamn chicken. All right. He's got these arms that are designed by not God, but some sort of praying mantis creature. They're like two little twigs. I think to myself, he's never lifted a heavy thing ever in his life. He's never had to use his fist to strike another human being. This motherfucker has never bled. And look how much money he makes a month. You're telling me 24 hours, I sell out, I do a Twitch stream with some big-titted chicks. I've listened to bullshit from women for less. It didn't get any ass. This sounds like a normal day for me, except at the end of it, there's a fat paycheck instead of a, oh, we're better off as friends. What the fuck? You're fucking right, I'll take it. The suffering I've endured, my dog is dead. The world is full of bullshit. There's nothing. There's no reason to anything. Maybe Chuchi died for a reason. Yeah, maybe because some bitch doesn't check her fucking peripherals while driving, my little Chooch died. If I could walk away with a big chunk of change and fuck off into the sunset, I'm down. Let's do it. Real money. For God's sakes. Or I could continue making nothing, practically,
It's very
being
true.
shit on by Zill, while YouTube continuously like demonetizes my videos for weird ass reasons, while the title said retarded in it. And I'm like, well, we were working on a house and we retardedly put punchy traps down and injured ourselves. And YouTube's like, no, the R word is bad. Or I could like play some games with some hot chicks that wouldn't fuck me anyway, but I got paid. If I could get paid for all the dates I've been on with attractive women that didn't fuck me, maybe there would have been something fair. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of a man who's sick of suffering and would like something good to happen for a change.
And you'd be able to move.
Oh, God, yes.
Can you imagine?
I've been planning the move from my family for so long, getting completely out of state so no one can get to me.
It's gonna happen.
Like, I had it planned out with Chuchi. I was going to try and get rich and move right next to Alyssa Edwards for RuPaul's Drag Race in Texas. And then I'd stalk that bitch for drag information. What's going on in that Drag Superstar Season 2, Justin? Girl, if you don't leave me alone.
That's amazing. So speaking of Zill, Trappist ZeroOne wants to know what would happen if you woke one night and found out that you ate one of Zill's Texas sausages. One of Zill's sausages.
Ah, fuck it. I've eaten so much worse, dude. You have no idea. I give myself food poisoning on a regular basis.
This is true.
Like, I've eaten bad sushi recently.
Again?
Well, that was like a couple weeks back. And my body's getting used to it now. So I feel like I'm building up my immune system by poisoning myself slowly. I also did a clanky. That's where you take your spatula out of your dirty ass sink. And then you like look at it. You wipe it off on a towel and you use it on your next meal thinking, it's hot as hell in this pan. Heat kills germs, right? Meanwhile, I got sick as fuck later.
Kill you.
So, you know, eating a sausage, odds are Zill's eating some extravagant fucking sausages with soft cheeses imported from fucking France. Like, it would be the least of my worries. I might actually get some culture for 5 minutes of my fucking day.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
So yeah, I would like to move to someplace nice where my biggest issue would be like, you know, like in a neighborhood with like hot chicks. You know, I want to move where all the hot chick Twitch streamers are. So that way, you know, I have binoculars. They're useless in this neighborhood, but man, I've been waiting for the hot girls to move in. They never did. And I was going to like just watch them shower and whatnot. That might be illegal. So pretend I didn't say that. That's not illegal if their window's open, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, I'm part of the neighborhood watch.
As long as you're on the sidewalk. As long as you're not on their property.
No, I'm
legal.
going to be in my own place with like a really high powered, you know, like binoculars that like the British SAS would have.
And megaphones.
Yeah. It'd be like a CIA operation.
That's amazing. Okay, so MajorAss, if money wasn't an issue and you had a whole day to yourself, what would you do with that day? One whole day to yourself. Money isn't an issue.
Then I could like get on some crazy jet and probably fly to like Spain. They have amazing racetracks over there. Oh, if I have money that isn't an issue, I gotta try a MotoGP bike. Like if I'm rich enough to get one of these cocksuckers, let me on like a Yamaha M1 or a Dimensticati, whatever the hell they call that Ducati motorcycle. Desmo, whatever the fuck. Shit, that'd be something I'd do. Oh, and then I like go to the hippest clubs wearing clothes that obviously weren't meant for me. With some bad tan going on and big sunglasses.
Just dress like David Lee Roth, man.
That's over, D-Girl. The only way it's going to work is if I create a religion around it and it becomes normal. Even David Lee Roth doesn't dress like David Lee Roth anymore. Last time I saw that motherfucker, he looked like a grandpa still trying to be hip. He looked like a train conductor. I'm like, David, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, and he's in Vegas, yeah?
Who knows? I don't keep up with Roth.
I think he was doing Vegas shows.
Like, if Roth sends me a message, hey, man, I heard your album. Need you guys in Vegas. Like, all right, I'm there. But since it's not, fuck it.
All right, so, sorry. You would go to all the hippest clubs?
Well, at the end of the night, to try and pick up on some cheap chick who would only fuck rich men for money, since it's not an issue for me. You know, and then I'd like to start quoting Trump.
Shit.
The women, they love it when you grab them by the pussy. I can't help myself. I just gotta kiss him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? He's rich. Oh. He smells like lavender and desperation.
Oh, shit. So speaking of motorcycle racing, the real James Bond asked, "It's clear that you are more of a motorbike guy than a car guy. Nevertheless, my first ever question to you is, what is your dream car? Now, you can only pick brand new cars from 2012 onwards. So nothing vintage."
All right, fuck it. Let's get like a fucking McLaren. Either a McLaren or like a really top of the line Lamborghini. And you might go, Gundam. Why? There's no back seat. You don't need one. I'm going to need it to drive around and pick up chicks. And for my Instagram. You know, that would definitely get me followers. Me outside cleaning my towel, my fucking car rims and winking. You're like, this guy makes good content. I dress like
wrong.
Jamie Foxx.
Dress like Jamie Foxx.
Oversized fucking scarves. Like Lenny Kravitz. Motherfucker has a scarf on so damn big it looks like it's made for his father.
In the summer, nonetheless.
Exactly. So something European along those lines. One of those Italian extreme super sports cars.
A P1 would be pretty fucking sexy.
You know, as long as it's something sleek, expensive as fuck, and it lets women know who the man is.
Boom.
And then I start playing the hottest mixtape ever. Wait, they don't make mixtapes anymore. Forgive me. I drive up and down
drive.
Yeah, like I drive up and down fucking college campuses in that car, blaring The Killer's The Man.
All right, let me see this.
He's got money. Wearing like a sequin jacket. God, the dude from The Killers looks old as fuck.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, what the hell happened to him?
But that's a sexy as fuck jacket.
That's
I
like
prefer
what he's got to be like younger than me. How the fuck does he look older than me?
I'm seeing how old he is now.
I'd look that age too if I kept releasing albums nobody really cared about.
Fucking hell, he was born in 81.
Jesus.
That's crazy. All right, CZ USA 24. What are your favorite scary movies?
You know, I don't have any scary movies. I'd say the best like horror movie is Alien, but I wasn't afraid of it.
Very good. I liked Aliens better.
I grew up in a broke household with women that were mentally deranged. So the monsters on the screen were the scariest, the ones that lived with me, to be honest with you.
I'm going to butcher this name. Grimsdottir. Good enough. Have you noticed any difference in the YouTube community since you started? And would you give your opinion? And would you give your opinion on if YouTube ever decided to censor you? Would you consider joining a different platform? Kind of the same question as asked earlier. But have you noticed a difference in YouTube since you started?
Yeah, YouTube's far less fun. Remember when we found that like YouTube channel with the guys who would review sex dolls?
Yeah.
That was like that. They are a throwback for what YouTube originally was. They're fucking hilarious. And I'd put a clip in the video on this, but I'd only get in trouble with YouTube because they're looking at sex dolls and doing weird shit. Like
yeah,
before,
but it was fucking funny.
It was about it was about people. You know, average motherfuckers. YouTube used to be full of shitheads like me at one time. And now it's all over. It's all politically correct shit. It's all this pandering every 5 fucking minutes. And sometimes I want to strangle myself. Because, like, I'll get on YouTube to post something, or maybe I'll play something in the background while I paint. And then you see, like, this annoying feminist, who I won't give her name, but she's a feminist and she also looks anorexic as fuck. She needs to, like, take her feminist ideologies not out on a sandwich. This sandwich represents the patriarchy. I hate putting things in my mouth. It's too phallic. She was in a commercial. Like, this girl went from making YouTube videos that were popular. I don't know why. She wasn't funny or interesting. And now she's, like, getting major commercials that play on YouTube. And I sit there and think, like, God damn, man, talent is fucked. I mean, it really is. It's like what Bill Burr said years ago, where he said, it was under different circumstances. It was about, like, how women usually oppress creative guys, and they're like, why don't you stop playing the guitar and get a normal job and do this and this with me and commit to this and that? And Bill Burr would scream, can you think of how many Jimi Hendrixes are out there working a forklift at Home fucking Depot? Because some woman told them to clean up their act. It's the same with YouTube. Like, all the edgy people that would make something interesting are being suppressed. The algorithm will censor you in a way. Like, if you're too controversial, YouTube will recommend you far less. And the only reason why I've gotten as far as I have recently was because of subscribers and word of mouth. Otherwise, I'd still be in this shit.
Yeah, we watched that, how the algorithm fucked you.
Yep,
I mean, day to day, it just went, yeah. That one video got reported, and then it just fucked you left and right. You went from getting like 2,500 subscribers a day down to like 400.
Mm-hmm. And I felt lucky to get 4.
And you were lucky to get 400. I mean, thankfully it picked back up, but that was just insane. Ashram 3.
No, I didn't finish the question. I should say, if
go ahead.
If there was a better platform, then I'd definitely make the jump. But there probably won't be. And in a realistic standpoint, you need like a hyper conglomerate like Google to fund YouTube, because they still lose money on this shit. And everyone's sitting there thinking like, oh, well, Amazon will come out with a video platform. It's like, do you think Amazon is going to be any different than Google? Like, do you genuinely believe that? Like, it's two sides of the same coin, man. Like, Amazon's into making money. Jeff Bezos is the real world Lex Luthor. All right, let me just tell you how fucked everything is. Jeff Bezos is Lex Luthor, and I'm the closest most motherfuckers have to Batman. Do you see how the scales are tipped?
Oh, shit. Now
you better
Billy
pray
needs a
Superman
Batman mask.
comes soon. Now, if we can find a tiny Batman suit, I'll be sure to put it on Billy.
That'd be amazing. We can make that happen.
Yeah, if I pull out a sewing machine and make it myself.
Now I'm sure there's something out there. There's got to be an infant, like, Batman costume floating around.
Oh, good idea.
Right? Like a children's, a little baby. There's got to be one.
That's like a real fucked idea, to dress your baby up as Batman. That basically says, like, your kid's going to be an orphan soon because you're going to get your head blown off.
That's so true. Very sad. All right. Are we good on that question?
Yeah, let's move on. Sorry to hold you
All
up.
right. No worries. Ashram 3 said, I have a Deathscythe costume model that I am having trouble with the arm covers. Any hints on how to make them?
Deathscythe.
Mm-hmm. Google?
Like, if I can't see what it looks like, someone will have to send me a photo of that.
All right, let me take a look real quick.
So my heater died. And I started fiddling with the heater fucking control in the other room. Wasn't going well. So then I went downstairs with a baseball bat and gave it a few good whacks. And now it's working, but a little too well.
It is?
It's fucking hot as hell in here.
Maybe it is from Soul Eater? Let's see. I don't know. That's the only thing I can find a Deathscythe. It's
Yeah,
from Soul Eater.
I googled it and can't find it. It sounds like something from Star Wars. Actually, a Sith is.
Well, yeah, that's
You
what
know.
I would think too. But the way he spelled it was Scythe.
Scythe? Deathscythe?
Scythe? Is that how it's pronounced? No, he's Sycth is how he spelled it. Whatever. Maybe Scythe? I don't know how to fucking say these words.
Well, a scythe is what like Amish people use to like cut down weed, I believe.
All right, yes, Scythe. That's the word. Just spelled wrong.
So Deathscythe, then that's a Gundam, but Deathscythe from Soul Eater.
No, just ignore the Soul Eater thing.
Oh, so you're saying arm parts for the Deathscythe?
Yes. Okay, there you go. Shoulders, apparently.
Oh, shoulder armor. Okay, if you're doing
arm
it for
covers, that's what it says. Arm covers.
like, is he trying to make custom ones for a model kit or for himself?
Custom model that he has.
All right, I would use Magic Sculpt. It's a 2-part putty X-Poi with resin and some other activator. I've always used it. It has never let me down. It's very easy to work with, very easy to sand and paint the whole 9 yards. So I would go with that to modify any pieces personally. But once again, I'm not a master at Gunpla at all. I've so far painted 4.
Yeah, but each one is getting better.
Well, you know, when you got a lot of anger inside, you got to vent one way or another.
It's a little brutal. So, Octodad wants to know if you were to make a video game, what would it be about?
At this point, I've given up on video games.
I think
When I was
a lot
a
of us have.
teenager, you know, I had an idea called the douchebag runs. And it would be
Wait,
about
isn't that
like
Zill?
exactly. It would be about high school for the average schmo. You're not particularly good looking. You're not particularly athletic. You've got talents that are not applicable to getting laid or respect in high school. The whole point of the game is to attempt to get laid and avoid brutal and savage beatings. It would literally be like the Dark Souls of RPGs.
That sounds
Clothes
amazing.
would affect how people treat you. It'd just be a whole thing. Running from the police, running from gang members. It's essentially my childhood.
I was just going to say that.
Like, you got to save your friend for trying to have sex with a transsexual before he realizes he doesn't want a dick in his mouth. Is a whole bunch of levels here, kids. It's fun for the whole family.
A video game based on your life.
Hey, man, I'm just, you know, I'm having a hard time getting girls. I know, dude. I know. Calm down. And I just figured, you know, if a woman that used to be a dude might be more open to dating me. And then I'm like, did you think about the part where the sex happens? Like, what do? You just going to ignore the penis? You're going to pretend it's not there? What happens if your nuts rub on her nuts? Did you think about that? What? I don't know, man. And I'm like, you got to think of these things.
Now just relax and put on this jacket.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
I remember I caught him trying to commit suicide with a butter knife. He was very
Aw.
distraught that day. And then the neighbor came over to his house. A neighbor he's never seen before, didn't know him. The guy's sticking his head through the window. He's like, listen here. I'm not going to give his name. Listen here, Rodney.
Shit.
You got so much to live for, son. You want to go fishing? You want to go fishing for me? He's like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. I don't like fishing. And I'm like, somewhere there's some high school guys getting laid. And this is what I'm doing. See, it'd be a great game.
Shit. It would be entertaining, to say the least.
It'd be banned so quickly. Anita Sarkeesian would scream it was the male fantasy. There'd be one stage where you travel 13 miles in the snow to barter for pornography.
Wait, you've done that too.
It was back in the old days before the internet was any good.
Back when you were on dial-up.
Yeah, you fucking, oh my God. It would be 30 minutes to download a Limp Bizkit song. Not even 30 minutes, it was like the whole fucking day. So like you download for hours, play some video games, come back, and then Fred Durst would go, Limp Bizkit! And then the song would stop. And then we go, well, guess we got more time to wait. Couple more hours go by, you come back, then you get the bass line, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Guess you gotta wait.
Oh, shit.
But I will say this about dial-up back in the day. Oh my God, the hot chicks you could actually get. And they were willing to fly to see you. Oh, I feel so bad for you guys growing up now. I pity you. I'd weep for you if I didn't cry for weeks over my dog. Because now you can't even get a chick that's less than an hour away to come to your house without her making you jump through some hoops. Then, you know, you might get a date out of her and she turns around and fucks some random dude on the same phone app. And then she complains, he came inside of me. I think I'm pregnant. And it's like, oh, you couldn't have sushi with me, but you could have some afternoon delight with Bobby. And you don't even know this motherfucker. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Oh, shit.
You'll get you. I got a silver play button now, bitch. I'm the king. My dog is dead. I got a silver play button. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm Lou Gehrig of 2018.
You're killing me. So, beautiful video game of you. And speaking of video games, Narco wants to know what games you're looking at purchasing or hoping to purchase for the winter Steam sale, possibly?
Is there anything good coming out?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me check. I think Clanky's. What does it say? Pavlov? Yeah, I don't even know that one, dude.
Is that a game?
That sounds like a Russian.
It does.
Yeah, Pavlov. He was in fucking
CSGO
Metro.
VR.
Oh, that CSGO VR.
Oh,
That's on the
okay.
radar. I haven't got the VR yet. Me and Zil were sitting and waiting for like a sale on VR, and it didn't come. So here we are, still waiting for the sale. It's never coming.
It's gonna happen Christmas Eve.
Yeah, when monkeys fly out of our asses. I'm like going like I guess Shenmue 3. Oh wait, that's next year.
Is it? I thought it was December.
Not August of next year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shit. Indivisible is like this indie made game I actually like. It's 2D. It's supposed to come out, but it didn't. Now the release date is early 2019. Shit. I'm like going through my wish list.
Yeah.
Which most of the shit in here I don't really give a fuck.
You always get a lot of requests about people wanting you to review indie games.
Yeah, there's been
Just
a lot
off the wall games.
Zil wants us to review Resident Evil's remake, so I might be down for that.
That would be a good one to do.
So, not much on my radar for the Christmas season.
Rice Hat wanted to know what your thoughts were on the upcoming Devil May Cry 5.
They're at least giving the fans what they want. I'm just kind of like, I'm neutral. Like, I like the original Devil May Cry formula. I did buy the reboot. I didn't like it. Devil May Cry 5 goes back to what it was. Here's hoping it will at least be interesting. Because I guess the thing about Devil May Cry was it was so wacky. Yeah, it's hard to really say. I'm just so lethargic at this point in my life. I'm not going to lie to anybody.
Jamrev73 wants your thoughts on survival games such as 7 Days to Die.
Big meh for me. Didn't we play that?
We did.
Yeah. It was like,
and we're kind of waiting for the latest patch. I don't even know if it's out yet. What was it, 17 or 18? We're going to possibly revisit it to see if anything's better or what's improved.
Yeah, the last time we played, like I was riding a really shitty scooter.
Yeah, exactly.
And my legs were like on the ground or something. It was ridiculous.
So this next question is from Roast Beef.
Good name.
I thought so too. But I found it absolutely hilarious. Now the question itself is interesting. However, what he says is just fucking funny. Sorry about that. When tasked with directing the creation of a new flavor of protein powder, what would it be?
Fuck if I know.
Where are you allotting the ingredients and flavoring? And what is the target market you're catering to with this product?
All right, let's do this. We'll call it Beast Mode. Because all
Beast
these
Mode
fucking,
protein powder. I like it.
All these fucking gym heads always have to scream about something. So you throw like an angry looking gorilla on it. It's got this really pissed off look. There's some scratches on the can. A gorilla doesn't even have claws, but these guys are going to ask questions because it's fucking Beast Mode. We're gonna get all the ingredients made from Venezuela, Guatemala, somewhere with some cute Latin women, and I'm gonna like have the factory. It's gonna look like a fucking heroin factory. Like this is the behind the scenes of beast mode. You're gonna see these hot topless Latin women making the protein powder. It'll only inspire these dudes to buy more. Guaranteed in every scoop, a hot chick has touched it. The grains have touched her naked fingers and possibly breasts.
That's amazing.
What else am I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to do this so I piss off social justice warriors, too.
So Roast Beef also said, I'll use your answers in my work to try to get a promotion on the board and finally get Rachel and the kids back. Please, Rachel, if you're reading this, I never stopped loving you. Please let me come back. It's been 6 years.
I know that pain. She's never coming back.
My heart breaks for him. So maybe this new Beast Mode protein powder, I bet there already is one called Beast Mode. You might have to change it. I'm going to Google it. Let's see.
Listen, I lost YouPorn. I'm not losing Beast Mode. I was about to say Beast Porn for some reason.
Oh no. Hold on. There is a Beast. Beast Sports.
Forget protein powder.
It's a little different.
Beast Mode energy drink.
All right.
And apparently some cocksucker did beat me to Beast Mode protein powder. Beast Mode Black, you son of a bitch.
Yep, they did.
What the fuck?
There's a Beast Up energy drink.
Get off my ass, universe.
Beast Mode Zip Fizz energy drink. Oh, you're getting fucked. Beast
they don't
Mode
even
energy.
have a gorilla with... See, you know what if I fucked up on? I made Beast Mode as a joke years ago on a motorcycle forum. I bet one of those dickheads stole it from me. And they didn't even have the decency to use my art.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm fresh out of ideas. I guess Rachel and the kids aren't coming back.
I was just going to say Rachel and the kids. Sorry, dude. We tried. We tried. Timic83, what comedians are you inspired by, if any?
Richard Pryor, Rodney Dangerfield, Sam Kinison, Doug Stanhope, Dice before he became annoying, Dave Attell. Who else is there that I can think of? That's a tough one. My brain. Early Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Before he started to believe he was a sex symbol rather than a comedian.
Like back in his Raw days.
Yeah.
Fucking classic stuff.
I'll probably... Chris Rock was a good one. Back when he still made those weird hand gestures. Now he's just like an old man and his shit's turning gray.
What about Dice?
I did say Dice before he got annoying.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did.
But basically comedians that like are not safe. Like guys that aren't mainstream or doing well now.
And or dead.
Exactly. All the good ones are dead.
Yeah. All right, let's kick out some speed round questions. How do you get your mustache looking so damn shiny?
Well, first you buy it from a store because you can't really grow one. And you gotta select Asian women because they have the best hair for mustaches.
Perfect. Would you rather hear Todd Howard's "It Just Works" or Andrew Wilson's "Is This Good for the Player" every time you use your PC?
I think I'll take "It Just Works" because it's the least funny.
It is. What is your alcohol of choice?
You know, I guess I have a soft spot for Honey Jack Daniels or Honey Wild Turkey. That's how I got through my tooth being broken from a fight and not having insurance. I drink that pain away, baby.
Did you and Billy jerk it to the silver play button?
No, the silver play button was a big letdown, to be honest. Like, I was expecting the original silver play button, the one that YouTube actually spent some money on, and it actually was an award. It was beautiful, it was well made, and it was actually plated in real silver. Now they just give you some brushed aluminum and polished steel. as an award. There you go. Like literally, if you had a 3D printer, you could probably make something similar to this shit. It's nothing
Probably.
really special. Everything that made it worthwhile is gone now.
Any chance you'll do a video on Assassin's Creed Odyssey microtransaction greed?
I probably should. It slipped by me due to all the Bethesda retardation. And Odyssey was just so meh to me. I know like something's up with Odyssey because like Jason Schreier from Kotaku was on like Twitter back when it came out saying what an amazing game it was and how it was better than The Witcher. And someone who was following me, I forgot his name, disagreed with Jason Schreier and he got blocked immediately for having an opposing opinion.
Unreal.
It's almost like Jesus.
What do you drive when your bike goes into the storage for the winter?
I used to drive a Ford Mustang in the winter. Now I'm driving some sort of minivan with four-wheel drive. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart being an upstate.
Not really. It seems shitty. I took it through the snow and that car was having a stroke. I was like, my Mustang.
Really?
It was horrible. It started wiggling and waving and going off into the sidewalk. And I'm just like, oh, fuck this.
Did you say it was all-wheel drive?
Four-wheel. I mean, not
Four-wheel
Ford
drive.
wheel. Ford wheel. So.
Oh, front.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Real
Oh,
lame.
fuck that. Mustang
Can't
will hold
afford
better.
like a four-wheel of that fucking piece of shit.
Gotcha. All right, ever traveled overseas?
No, actually. Came close.
Have you seen any gameplay of Override Mech City Brawl?
I can honestly say I don't know. Probably not, but no, my luck, I've seen something and totally forgot.
Favorite RTS game?
Let me check and see if Kingdom... Shit, it's not Kingdom Come, was it? No, not Kingdom Come. Kingdom Under Fire. See if that's an RTS.
Sounds like it might be.
The original one, you piece of shit. One. Kingdom Under Fire, The Crusaders. Blah, blah, blah. Does aspects of a variety of role-playing, blowing units. Shit, I don't fucking know. Hack slash real-time tactics. So, yeah. That's real-time tactics. I don't think that counts as real-time strategy. And maybe it was like this really
I don't know.
old-
I think it's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of, but like it's a bit more action-based than a traditional RTS. But this one sticks out in my
Okay.
head the most. The fact that this never came to PC is a goddamn crime.
Ready to move on?
Yeah, totally. I won't
All right,
like
just
hold you up
checking.
with this.
Would you be willing to make a Stormtrooper helmet for a viewer who would actually pay you for it? I've actually gotten a lot of requests for stuff like this.
I
People
don't.
who are just interested in purchasing Stormtrooper helmets and or Gundams pre-painted and stuff. So
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I really don't know because it takes a lot of
All right.
time, energy, and I enjoy painting for fun at this point in my life because I used to paint Stormtrooper stuff all the time for
Yeah.
money and stuff in the 501st Legion. And it gets like once you start doing it for money, then you start to kill the joy of it.
because
And I
then
already-
it becomes a job.
Yeah. And I already hold myself to like ridiculous standards. So the second I cross that line, I'd never finish anything, I don't think.
Yeah. Eddie Van Halen or Joe Satriani?
I'm going to go with Eddie Van Halen.
That's who I picked as well. Will you ever do a collab video with another fellow YouTuber?
Didn't I do one with Fratanga? Oh, those are like
Did you guys do a
podcast
video
streams.
or a podcast? Yeah.
Technically, that counts, I think.
I think it would.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
Will you ever get the Resident Evil 2 remake? Which I do believe you already said you and Zilla probably play it.
Yeah, Zilla's gearing up for it, so I figure why not? I'll do it too. I mean, I had the original still. Yeah, I do. So it might be interesting to see how this new one stacks up versus the original.
Sure.
As someone who actually played it when it came out, because when Resident Evil 1 and 2 came out, man, they were like fucking phenoms. They were like
I remember
the
the
Fortnite
first
of my
Resident
day.
Evil. It scared the fuck out of me.
It scared everybody.
It fucking scared the shit out of me. Psycho Zaku or full armor Gundam?
I think I go full armor Gundam because I don't want my fucking arms and legs cut off to pilot a Zaku.
What was your first Gunpla?
The very, very first shit. That's a good question because I can't remember. It was like a high grade back in the 90s of one of the Gundam Wing model kits. I ended up collecting them all. And back
Nice.
then, I used to paint with like a brush, you know?
Right.
And little now what was the paint line? The American paint line that sucks kind of dick. Testrolls or something.
Okay.
So, yeah, they weren't very good. And I used to always sit and lament that I wanted my Gundams to look like they did on the box. But back in the day, you know, the internet sucked, so getting an airbrush and making this sort of shit happen was almost impossible.
And now look at you.
Yeah,
Amazing.
tiny little dreams, you know? That record deal came and went. But now I can paint Gundams. Everything evens out in the end.
Speaking of tiny little dreams, would you rather be stuck on a deserted but livable island with Zill or your worst ex?
I'll take my worst ex.
What is Billy's ethnic background?
I'm pretty sure Billy's white, judging from the look of his blue little eyes.
Would you review any indie games if given a copy? Again, we discussed this earlier.
I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'd have to see what the game was because I really don't want to review something I'm not interested in because then I'll just tell people I didn't like it.
Sure.
Like I did with that computer case.
Yeah. Or
Like-
all the other companies that contact you.
Yeah, sometimes I get good stuff, usually stuff that's better inspected. And then sometimes you get something that, you know, you're just like, oh man, what the hell went wrong here?
Spit or swallow?
Yeah, that's a question for somebody who does that sort of thing, not me.
That's a loaded question, right?
Yeah, that's a question for Ziltex.
Big ass with no tits or big tits with no ass?
That's a tough one. That's a toughie. Now, these are the sort of questions that'll Everybody likes a nice juicy ass. There's nothing wrong with nice tits either. And when you watch South Park, the guy said, check out my daughter's rocking tits, not her ass. But now it's the day and age of the butt. Boobs are kind of gone by the wayside. Like, how much of a no ass are we talking? Like, the average no ass of most women?
I don't know.
Because if we're going with the average chick with no ass, then maybe I go tits. But if we're talking like an ass like a chick who survived a Nazi concentration camp, then, you know, we have to change the whole script right there.
Chaz!
What? I'm just saying there's chicks like that. So,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I think I'm going to go with the boobs just in case.
Smart. Seeing as the troll just came into the channel, I'd like to tell you, Zill, that Gundam picked his worst ex over living with you on an island. He must
He
be
probably
muted.
muted his own microphone.
He probably did. And the last question. Why are you so epic, you epic bastard?
What? You know what's sad? I get messages like this all the time. And then for 5 seconds, I start to believe it. I'm like, yeah, I'm the man. Then I start playing my killers. I'm the man, come round. Nothing can break me down. Then I check my messages from Tinder, and then a chick ghosts me. And it's like, reality sets in real quick.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Fuck.
It's Christmas music.
Sound resumed.
I forgot how to mute him. There we go. Fixed. Oh, man. So, I just wish, like, chicks in my local area understood how epic I was. For God's sakes, please. And then rub my nuts. It's the Christmas season. It's the season for giving, you bitch.
Oh, you fucking kill me. Then rub my nuts. Oh, fuck, that's funny.
Yeah, my chestnuts won't be roasting by an open fire. God damn it. The closest I came to getting some was a chick I didn't even want, and then her crazy-ass boyfriend hunted me down like a goddamn rat. Unmute me. All right, let's see.
Sound muted.
Wrong button.
Sound resumed.
Hold on.
Nope.
Let's see. Give me a second here, Captain fucking. That's changed volume. Don't worry, it'll take a second here. All right, what do you
Zilla
want?
screaming, I demand free speech.
All right, you're on. What?
Attention, all Fortnite gamers.
Oh,
John Wick
God
is
damn
in
it.
great danger, and he needs your help to wipe out the squads in the tilted
I
towers.
thought, like,
But to do this, he needs Gold
Zill's.
Scar.
There we go. Gold Scar. What is this? I muted him again.